Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Baited Podcast. I'm your host, Colossal is Crazy, and we're joined here once again by Chad, Anything for Views.
Good afternoon.
And DJ, Killer Keemstar.
I thought I was the Jew shark.
Well, I've changed that since the video because I don't want to get this video demonetized as well.
Your video got demonetized?
Was offensive.
It's not really that offensive, Keem. I think it was pretty accurate, actually. It was pretty fucking accurate.
No. First of all, everybody loves money, not just Jewish people. So that was racist.
Not everybody.
Wait, so you don't like money?
I mean, I like it. This is such a stupid argument.
Well, when you got fined yesterday for not showing up, you made a big fit about it.
This is pointless to mention, but it was like 5 minutes later that I actually fucking agreed to this fine.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so yesterday we show up for filming and Clown doesn't show up at all and got fined $500.
That's because we were going to do it earlier in the night, so I drank a bunch of coffee and then you were like, no, I'm going to do a drama alert now and change the time.
No, that's not, whatever.
Listen, no. This is what happened.
Dude, can we please get to the point of this podcast? Everybody clicked on for some fucking clickbait about H3H3 and they're hearing this bullshit and they want us to get to the fucking point.
You fucking brought it up.
Just get to the goddamn point. Chad, what's going on with this fucking H3H3 guy?
Well, he doesn't release a video for 3 months, which is fine. He says he's depressed, which is fine, but at the same time, he's peddling his podcast, which makes a lot of money. He's peddling his merch, which makes a lot of money. And out of nowhere, he's now got a magic mobile app, which peddles... I mean, Keem, you know how much mobile apps make. How much money do you think he made on that mobile app?
A punch. But listen, you're telling the story horrible. This is what really transpired with Ethan Klein / H3H3.
Oh, here we go.
Ethan Klein started making comedy videos that people thought were funny and entertaining. But then he went through this lawsuit. Everybody knows, people donated money to help him for his lawsuit, but then he won, and nobody got refunds on that money. I don't even know where that money went. There's been no accountability for any of that money. Regardless, his videos and his comedy has been declining. He's not funny anymore. But anyhow, regardless, he decided to go out and do his own podcast. And I was on that podcast, and let me tell you, I really like the podcast. But recently, the podcast has been going downhill, just like its goddamn videos have been going downhill. But recently, he just stopped making YouTube videos, and he's been only focusing on the podcast. And he's been having really big guests. Like, he had Bill Burr on there, and let me tell you, it was a train wreck. I mean, Ethan just was completely awkward. Bill Burr was making jokes because he's a comedian and that's his job, and Ethan was taking it personal. I mean, we've all seen Ethan take stuff personal in the past, and it was like more of the same, and it was really awkward, and he was talking over him. So look, all right, the fans were begging for an actual video on his YouTube channel, right? Not the podcast, an actual video. And a video comes out, and it's a promotion for his mobile app. That's all it was, a fucking commercial. So begging for 3 months, and then they get a goddamn commercial where he's trying to sell more shit, right? And they were upset. Now, Ethan did have somewhat of a defense. He said, look, man, this company has been working on this game for a year and a half. I can't just, when the game's done, I can't just be like, oh, yeah, it's not the right time to do this. He said he just had to upload the video and promote the game regardless, right? So it's kind of a defense, but not really. The question is...
It was all about keeping your fans in the loop, and his only defense to throwing that video out of the blue as a promotion, because it was just a money grab. When he threw that video out into the blue, it wasn't like... his only defense against it was, oh, we've been working on this for a really long time. Look, I made this tweet last year, but I haven't told anyone about it for the past year, which I believe, but like... I guess the concept, and Ethan always grew up on keeping his fans in the loop, and I was a fan of his content. I really was a couple years ago, but now it just feels like there's no connection between his audience and him himself.
Okay, I understand the criticism, yeah, but is it that big of a deal?
Yes. It is
really
because
just releasing a mobile game app, and he deserves the criticism, but does he deserve the absolute hate he's getting now?
No, you know what pisses me off about the most about it? When he gets criticized for it, he comes out with, oh, fuck, I'm really depressed, which is sad. If you're depressed,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Sure,
but, like,
sure. But what if he is depressed? Did you not think that his depression is authentic?
it's huge. It's huge.
How-
I mean,
how
let's not use the word depression because that's a fucking buzzword now.
That's
like,
the word
wait.
he used.
Clinical
That's the
depression.
word he
Clown,
used.
clown,
Hang on, let me
clown,
fucking
hold up,
finish what I'm
clown,
saying.
hold up, real quick, clown.
All right,
hold
real
up.
quick.
He's
Say it
real
quickly,
quick, real quick. I'm saying it quickly. He said that he was depressed, and this is why he could not upload YouTube videos, but he was doing the podcast the whole time.
I understand. He's obviously not making entertaining episodes. You see that episode with Bill Burr? He's clearly not on his game at all.
Here's what
So
I
that's
think.
why
Here's what
the
I think.
story is believable. So instead of making a video, a high-quality video, he can't really make it because he's in that mindset. And you know, when
Dude,
you're in
a
that
video
mindset,
is
hang
so
on, when
much
you're in that,
easier.
when you're in that, no, it's not fucking easier.
A video is easier than a goddamn podcast, clown. Are you kidding me? Dude, live entertainment is the hardest to do. Making an edited video is easy compared to fucking a live stream. I have respect for entertaining, successful live streamers because they are the true, real deal entertainers. They're not taking time. They're not cutting shit. They're not editing it to make it as entertaining as possible. They're entertaining in the moment. A fucking live stream, a podcast is 10 times harder to entertain an audience than a fucking video. Get the fuck out of here.
Probably because maybe the pressure was building up. He hadn't uploaded in so long, so now you've got to upload a video that's going to be really high quality, so you've got to focus on that. The audience picks up on it either consciously or subconsciously when you're feeling fucking shit. And
Can I
I
just
think
tell
that's
you,
why I
clown?
truly believe he is feeling shit. Now, I don't want to use this depression buzzword thing. Depression seems a bit fucking extreme, like clinical fucking depression and shit.
Excuse me, clown, but I'm just going to answer everyone. Just in case you're wondering why he didn't upload and why he only focused on the podcast. Listen, I have no problem with this because I do love money just like anyone else. But the reason why Ethan Klein and Gila stopped making YouTube videos and focused on the podcast is because the podcast makes more money.
It's a part of it. It's definitely a part
No,
of it.
why would they-
But can
no,
you
you
fucking
listen.
blame him? I mean, Keen, can you blame him? I mean,
No,
every
but-
video's
but-
getting
but
fucking
listen.
demonetized. It's so
Listen
hard
to
to
me.
make fucking money on YouTube at the moment.
Great point, clown. Great point. But I think people really need to think about this, okay? They stream on Twitch, so you're getting subscribers, which is a ton of money. You're getting donations, which is a ton of money, okay? Then you have the embedded like promotions or whatever. Those range between anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000. I mean, there's a lot of money that he is making every single episode of this podcast. A lot of money. People need to understand that. Now you compare that to a YouTube video where he's only making, you know, like 3,000 to 9,000. You know, it's not the same. They're not the same.
Sure, that's
And
why I'm
so
saying it's a factor, Keen,
I think-
but it may not be everything.
But stop. You're missing the most important part though. He said that he didn't upload videos because he was depressed, and that's not the truth.
It's not the full truth. I agree.
That's not the truth.
It's not the
Clown,
full truth.
The first video that he came out with was to make more money for this app. They're making their own clothing lines. They're not bragging about their new video on Twitter. They're bragging about their fucking Teddy Fresh line in some fucking store. Like, it's all money. It's always been money with them. And it's like the only, and that's totally fine. That is totally fine. I love money too. But you cannot be Ethan Klein, social justice warrior, good guy, king of the internet, my friend, my best friend, when people start seeing through it and they're like, oh, this is a business. Oh, it's to make money.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it is a business.
Fine.
That's what he does for a living. That's
It is
his
a
job.
business. It is a business, but the business was built off a fan base, and those fans feel like they're not getting what they signed up for. And yeah, you can be like, oh, he doesn't owe them anything. He does. Once you start asking your fans for money,
I don't care
let me
how-
get to my point. The second he started asking his fans for money, which he did for a lawsuit, which he won, so I don't know what happened to that money. The second he started asking for money, which I personally don't think he even needed, the second that happened is when everyone was on board with him and they needed to know what he was doing. And we understand it's a business. We're in all adults. We all have bills to pay. We understand that. But when you're sacrificing your fan base and you're putting money first, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when you start getting criticized.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care how much money I make, all right? I'm always going to want to just entertain my fans. All right, I'm just going to want to entertain them. I'm going to want to put on a show. I'm going to want to produce content. I just do. Now, that might come across hypocritical, especially on this channel right here, okay? Because we haven't uploaded in quite some time, all right? But there were actually issues. There were things going on. Dude, I would go to California, so I couldn't film, or Chad would be gone somewhere, so he couldn't film. Like, there was actually reasons why we could not film this.
Yeah, 2 words, Mum's basement.
I hate that podcast.
Yeah, but again,
I fucking
care,
hate that podcast.
Again, I'm still over there entertaining my goddamn fans. What were you doing in Thailand?
Working, Keith.
With lady boys.
Working, sitting at your computer playing Cuphead all day and chain smoking
Every fucking time this comes up, you people just can't accept it. Can we get back to Ethan Klein?
No. Before we get back to Ethan Klein, I just want to say this. You know, me and Clown, we fight a lot on this show. We are good friends, and I gotta say, he did come out with a video on FouseyTube. If for some reason anyone watching this hasn't seen it yet, go over to Colossal is Crazy's channel and watch his FouseyTube video. I thought it was amazing.
All right, cheers,
I uploaded 2, Keem. Where's okay, all right, fuck you, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but listen, Chad, you are capable of work and getting shit done. He isn't, so we got to help. This is a charity case. That's a charity shout out.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's like saying,
so much.
hey guys,
so
help out the
a
handicapped
charity
little boy
case
over
on
here.
my own fucking podcast. Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
Take the credit. Back to Ethan Klein. I see the criticism. I understand the criticism. He's a fucking idiot at times. Look, these apology videos, in inverted commas, you know, where he's bringing up his depression, so stupid.
Dumb.
I mean, he brings on the dog, and he brings it on twice. You know, he did this before, I think, about a year ago. It follows a very similar formula, each video. They're both in parallel. And you can watch this. I mean, he talked about it. This T. Martin CSGO. Let me finish, Keem. This CSGO scam. T. Martin apology video. He does the same thing, brings on the dog, and I mean, Ethan was aware of it. So I feel like he's being a complete idiot. Don't bring on the fucking dog, Ethan, because you know what that's going to look like to people. And even if it's not true, a lot of people are going to say that. And I think the reason he's being such a fucking stupid idiot at the moment is because he is down. Is because he has the blues. Is because he's not fucking thinking
I don't
clearly.
think so.
Yes, I think that's the main reason. I don't think he's...
Listen.
No, let me finish. It's affecting what he does. It's affecting what he says. It's affecting how he acts. He's not thinking about things intelligently.
Ethan Klein, if you're listening to this right now, I have a message directly to you, okay? I know that you want to be a comedian. You've said in your past videos that your dream is to be a comedian. On your podcast, you invite comedians on. Like, you go to these comedy shows. Like, you want to be a part of this world. You want to be accepted in this world. And you want to be seen as a comedian, someone that is funny, right? If you come out and say that I am depressed, that is literally the kryptonite of comedians, okay? You can't bring an audience down and then try to make them laugh, all right? Like, if you want to clown on yourself for being depressed, fine. Maybe that would work, all right? But you went out...
He kind of did.
No, he went out for sympathy. He
made some of those, like, self-deprecating jokes as well, and I mean, I don't agree with the fucking self...
Not good enough.
No,
they weren't funny.
I agree,
I mean,
Keith,
from
not
an-
good
from
enough.
an
They were
audience-
not funny.
He did
As
make
from an
self-deprecating
audience
jokes. He did make fun of it.
Yeah.
So that point is moot. That's my point.
Me sitting there watching that video, like, I was yikesing, I was cringing, and I hate using that word, but I was when he made those jokes. I was like, fuck.
Directly parallel to the same video he made a while back.
He was pleading for sympathy.
Yeah, he's not thinking fucking clearly. That's my point. That's the reason why his Bill Burr interview was so shit. And Bill Burr, by the way, who I like, let me finish, was a bit of a fucking dick. He was a bit of a cunt to him.
That's what he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Bill
I know.
Burr is supposed to be a dick.
I get
don't,
it, but
don't
even
put
so,
this on
even
Bill
so,
Burr. Do
I'm
not put this
putting
on
it
Bill
on Bill
Burr.
Burr, you fucking moron. Listen to what I have to say. I think a lot of people in Ethan's position during that interview with Bill Burr would have reacted exactly the same way. Everyone's calling him a
wrong.
That's every.
Keem,
that's
you
clown.
fucking
That's clown. That's everyone else. That's everyone else. That's not. He is an interviewer. He knows what he's getting into. Or at least he should know what he's getting into.
Sure,
Why would
I'm
he go
saying
and-
he's having an off day. The criticism is there, Chad. I understand the criticism. Does he deserve the hate? No, I don't think he does.
Yes,
it's not warranted.
dude.
When you
Yes.
compare what he's done to what many other YouTubers are doing. Fucking Logan Paul in the suicide forest. I mean, it's not on any fucking level.
This is a fucking giant talent show, all right? If you get up on stage and you bomb, you deserve tomatoes thrown at you.
What is your main criticism of Ethan Keem? That he's not funny?
That he's only focused on money as opposed to entertainment, all right? If you focus on entertainment and entertaining your fans, the money's going to come regardless. But if you focus on the money first, you are going to fail like Ethan Klein has been. And you say anybody in that Bill Burr situation would do the same thing. Bullshit. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This motherfucker, H3H3, he couldn't think of anything, so he said to Bill Burr, it seems like you really love your daughter. Like, what?
I know what he said, Keem. I watched the interview. Yeah, it's fucking bollocks. I mean, he was off his game completely. Total train wreck, as you said. But it's a mistake. One interview, all right, it's one period of time.
And you know what really makes me mad, Clown? Dude, the defense that you just gave him, like, hey, look, he's not thinking straight. Dude, there's going to be somebody in this comments right now that's frantically typing, wow, Keemstar's attacking somebody with mental health. I'm sick of that being a shield.
Oh, I 100% agree, Keem.
If you have a mental health issue, get the fuck off the stage completely.
Keem, if you want a defense, I just made a fucking video on FouseyTube who everyone is saying is fucking depressed and suicidal and having a manic episode.
And Keem, he tried to throw it at you for attacking him by saying you were taking advantage of his weakness and calling it, and you made him want to kill himself. Remember?
Oh yeah, FouseyTube did. I thought you were talking about Ethan.
This is why people saying online that they have depression holds no meaning anymore, because people like FouseyTube throw it around so frantically. Yeah, they might be depressed, but they keep using it as a shield. You know, you never hear someone sit down and go, "I have depression. I'm gonna take a couple weeks off to go get professional help." No, I've been depressed for 3 months. That's why I haven't been uploading. I'm just gonna keep sitting here in my own filth and not getting help. You know what I mean? Please tell me I'm making sense.
You know what?
You don't need to get medical fucking help. You don't need to take medication if that's your way.
Well, I know at one point Chad was depressed, and what did he do? He came to his friends, and we were there for him. That's
all right,
what you're supposed to do.
But was he on fucking medication?
So Ethan Klein must not have friends.
Clown, for the record, I did go to a doctor after speaking to Keem, and I did get medication. So,
all right, sorry, you didn't tell us that. So, okay,
I said that to my audience. My audience said, "Oh, because I stopped streaming for a while, I'm still getting back into it now." I'm like, why haven't you been streaming? I'm like, I was feeling depressed, but I reached out to my friends and I went and saw a doctor and I got some medication. And I go to therapy twice a week. Like, is that so hard to fucking do?
No, that's fine. But I mean, that was your way to deal with it. Can you really say that to every single person who suffers from genuine clinical depression?
Instead of hiding behind it and saying I'm depressed, why don't you portray to your audience that you're trying to do something to make yourself feel better? Why do you need to make the audience feel so fucking sorry for you? Why isn't this...
Chad, I agree.
Because they want people to buy his clothes and to buy his app and to donate
That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off. Why isn't it people sitting there and going, but don't worry, guys, I'm getting help. I've been talking to my friends, people around me have been very supportive. No, they sit down and say they're fucking depressed and keep coming up with reasons of why they've been depressed, but they won't do anything to help themselves.
Dude, depression is not an excuse for fucking failing. Depression is not an excuse. Do not use that as an excuse.
I wouldn't say that, but you know, all right.
No, do not. Stop.
I'm just saying, if you're fucking depressed, you don't sit down to your audience and tell yourself you've been wallowing in your own filth and being depressed about it. You say to them that you're trying to get help, and if you need help, go out and get help. If you're depressed too, go out and get help. Not fucking, you know what I mean?
It doesn't necessarily need to be medication, though. That's my
it doesn't need. It doesn't need to be. Listen, I'll tell you right now. There are times where I'm not feeling up to par. All right, I'm feeling a little blue, and you know what I do? I go on Twitter and I talk shit to people, and it makes me feel better. I bully the shit out of people, and it works. So if you're feeling sad or depressed, literally just
bully other people.
Bully other people, and you'll feel better. That is the cure. If Ethan Klein could get some fucking balls and go out and do what Leafy did, okay, and attack the autistic kid, Tommy 2010, whatever his name is, he would feel so much better right now.
Good idea, honestly, because he needs to fight back against some of his fucking fans, because he's been pandering to them for so fucking long. They just get away with murder now. They say anything about him. Have you seen his subreddit? Like, half of them fucking hate him.
Dude, I do not go on Reddit. I don't care if it's his subreddit. Reddit is the single most toxic place on the fucking internet, mate.
I got to say something before I forget this, and I'm so sorry, Chad, for interrupting you, but listen, okay? To the commentary people, I'm talking to the fucking iNabber dude who pronounces H3 like A3. A3. That's how he pronounces it. Fucking Harry Potter retard. I nabber. What's the Russian retard? Russian pig.
No fuckers.
No fuckers. A couple other people. I seen all your commentaries on this H3H3 subject, and to the known people in the commentary community, you were all being over the top sympathetic. Like, I don't think we should hate H3. And you know what? I got this feeling from every single one of you.
Well, I agree. Hate is the wrong fucking word. He deserves criticism, but he doesn't deserve
let me continue,
hatred.
please. Can I please continue? I was a good rat. All right. Let me get this out. Okay. It's burning a hole in my soul. All right. To every single one of you, I got the feeling of watching your videos. I got this feeling that you criticized Ethan Klein in the past and you got shit, and you yourself have now turned into Ethan Klein's, pandering to your goddamn audiences. And that blew my fucking mind. If that was me in Ethan Klein's situation or anyone else, you would rip them from limb to limb. Zoella sells a calendar for $50, and you guys ripped that bitch to shreds like she was fucking like the worst human alive.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
But Ethan Klein uploads a fucking commercial after not uploading in 3 months, and you're like, I think he has a problem. You guys are frauds just like he is. Fuck you. And to the small YouTubers out there that actually called Ethan Klein out on his bullshit, congratulations. You're the real generation.
He deserves the fucking criticism.
You're the real generation.
I don't think he deserves the fucking mob mentality that he has against him. I see a lot of fucking... Let me just finish what I'm saying. I see a lot of fucking people that are just making videos on him, that are criticizing him, purely for this one reason. He's done very well with his podcast. He's been very successful. He's become very popular, and he's getting in mainstream people to his show. So I see a lot of people just wanting to bring him off that ladder that he's climbed. Let's tear him off. Let's fucking bury him beneath. There's a lot of jealousy going on. There's a lot of fucking jealousy going on. 100%.
Let me finish.
And there's a little bit of jealousy coming from Keem. I don't think he could fucking wait for this moment.
I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Where Ethan is making a few mistakes. I think he was
hold
just
up.
No, let me fucking finish. I think he was just waiting for it, just hoping for it, just praying for it. And now here's the opportunity. Let's tear him down. Perfect. And conveniently, we're bringing fucking Baited back. Well, H3H3 podcast isn't doing as well as it was. Interesting.
Clown, can I respond to that allegation?
Yeah, go for it.
You are 100% correct. Fuck Ethan Klein.
There you fucking go.
I think that most people are upset because they've been there from the start, you know, and what they're getting isn't what they signed up for. And I just repeated myself from earlier, and that's why people are pissed off. He's censoring himself. He's acting differently. He's doing everything to cater to the norm, and that's not what the H3H3 fan base is.
Sure, but because he feels like complete and utter shit. What he needs to do is take a break. Fight back.
He just took a break. He didn't upload for 3 months. What do you mean take a fucking break?
You're saying he's not really taking a break because he's making a podcast. So let's take a fucking proper break.
If the reason as well, money back and all, the reason he didn't take a break from the podcast is because he's got obligations to it. He's got sponsors lined up for it that expect an episode every week.
That's his job.
No, he could easily go to those sponsors and go, hey, can we put a delay on this podcast? No, because then he might not get the money back.
But you don't know the contracts, Chad, in fairness. Come on, no, be rational, be
I'm sure
realistic.
the contracts don't extend past. Here's $50,000 a month. Give us a shout out at the start of every podcast. Okay.
All right, you know what? Let me take a break from being Keemstar and let me be Daniel Keem for a minute, okay? Ethan, honestly...
What's the difference?
There is a difference.
Is
Ethan, stop looking at money and seriously just look at your fans, all right? Just try your hardest to entertain them and make them happy. Stop thinking about you and start thinking about them, and I promise you, you will save you this shit. Like, you will be totally fine and bigger and better than ever, but just do that. The money and stuff comes after if you focus on the fans, period. That's all I got to say. Now back to Keemstar. I fucking hate you, Ethan. Go.
Well, if I've got a message for Ethan Klein saying as we're doing this shit, I think you need to stop pandering to your audience. I think you need to fucking grow a set of balls somewhat and fight back against this shit. Fight against fucking Keemstar. For goodness sake, he's saying all this shit about you. Respond to him. Maybe that's actually going to damage you more. Maybe Keemstar's a bad example.
No, that's bad advice. I'm pretty strong now. Like that's not. Don't do that.
Okay, but fight back.
But
don't make
people love
hang
to
on,
hate
shut
you,
up.
Keem.
Make sympathy videos.
Yeah, but
Don't-
I will turn all that hate into love. I will
can't
win
finish
over.
this.
I will.
Sorry, Ethan. My message it's just gone into the ether.
Go ahead, clown.
I have to start again.
Okay, well, Chad, that's a bad idea because I will literally turn that drama into like new fans and stuff. I will win the hearts and souls of the people like I have over and over again. It's not a good idea. It's better to ignore. The only reason why Philly D is still standing is because he ignores me. Go.
Oh, okay. We giving Ethan a message.
Well, I was fucking trying to.
It's my turn, clown. Okay, it's my turn.
Fucked.
Ethan, stop stealing your jokes and stop telling the same ones, and you should be good.
Oh, because he stole the Vape Nation meme?
Oh, yeah, tell everyone. Don't tell them where they stole it from. Just say you stole it.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. The number one gem of Ethan Klein, Vape Nation, was a stolen idea from a friend, a close friend. And who's the type of person?
Shut up, Keem. I told you this. You're not allowed to repeat it.
Okay, I'm not repeating it. I'm just saying who's the type of person that would steal from a friend, Leafy Grade, and apparently H3H3 Productions.
I fucking hate you. Now I'm gonna get in trouble from other people.
No, because nobody said who the friend was. And actually, Chad, no, we're not cutting that out. Chad, let me ask you a question.
No, it's private information told to Chad. I mean, he has the right to cut it if he wants.
No, why would you cut it out? And no names were mentioned.
Leave it. Just leave it.
Leave it. But Chad, let me ask you a very important question. Okay. The one thing that I do like about iDubbbz is that he surprises the community most of the time with who he targets and who he goes after. And he reveals something about these subject matters, right, these YouTubers, that most people don't see until iDubbbz exposes it and shows the world. Why is it that iDubbbz has never went after H3H3 Productions? Because I do feel like there is a lot of material there. Your thoughts?
As Ian's friend, like I don't really know what to say to that, but as a point of view from Ethan, I feel like Ethan saw the potential of iDubbbz early and knew that maybe one day he would be that person that got content copped, so he sucked his dick real early on. And it's not just him that did it. There was a lot of YouTubers that really
I can think of one that likes to fill you in. He also did that real quick.
God. There is a handful of YouTubers it's just a fucking it's a jerk off fest, bro. Like everyone's.
You know why I love Bait We still talk shit. No one else is talking shit. Everyone's buddy and being friends.
Everyone on YouTube sucks every other YouTuber's dick because they get.
I'm proud of ourselves right now. We're going hard. I'm actually proud of ourselves. We're going hard.
I know this was going to be a podcast about Ethan Klein, and I knew you guys were going to kind of talk shit about him, and I was pretty happy that you were going to do that. And I think the criticism is there. What I don't understand, again, is all the hatred.
Clown, the reason why you really don't like FouseyTube is because he's a manipulator to his fan base, correct?
The main reason, yeah, I suppose so. Manipulation,
okay,
yeah.
Now that is an extreme example, all right? But do you think that Ethan Klein, H3H3 Productions, manipulates his fan base with the pandering, with the selling stuff?
Degree. To a certain degree,
so
absolutely.
Do you see how, like, you know...
It's not on the same level as FouseyTube.
Oh, they're not on the same level. They're not on the same level. 100%, I agree with you. But do you see how the similarities there are just like,
There's similarities in the pandering, and there's similarities in that, well, he's depressed. Again, buzzword. I hate how people throw that fucking word around. I think it was just stupid. I think it was just fucking stupid. That's all I could say to it. I mean, especially when you saw that dog come on. I mean, he knew he was covering the T Martin shit. He should have known. I think his brain isn't working properly. It's been on fucking flight mode. You know, fight back, grow a set of balls, etc., etc. That's what he really needs to do. I don't think it's as malicious, his intent, as people are making out. Has he made mistakes? Is he worthy of criticism? Absolutely yes, yes, and yes. Is he worthy of hate?
No. He threw PewDiePie under the bus.
Yeah, I remember.
PewDiePie.
And I called him out for it.
YouTuber.
I called Ethan out for it. Big fucking mistake. Stupid. He needs to sort it out. He can't keep making mistakes.
Let me just explain this to the audience.
Hang on. Because eventually his fucking mistakes build up and they snowball and everyone loses faith in him and it's going to happen.
The audience needs to understand that PewDiePie was the biggest YouTuber, okay, who, Ethan Klein befriended And PewDiePie, who doesn't do interviews, agreed to go on H3H3's podcast, and that launched H3H3's podcast. And to then have Felix, PewDiePie, mess up and then have Ethan attack him when he himself has been saying the N-word and all this other stuff, it was such a snake action, and I feel like that moment, along with everything else, just it paints the picture of a very selfish individual. And I feel like the best advice I can give Ethan Klein is stop being so fucking selfish and greedy.
I want to say that I don't think Ethan attacked PewDiePie with the whole thing. And I remember there was some, like, it wasn't an attack. It was more of a, I don't want to get involved. I think as a friend... It was a
pussy way out.
But it was a pussy way... I agree. It wasn't an attack, but it was a pussy way out.
You're right. I used the wrong word attack, but it was more like distance yourself. Distance yourself.
Yeah, it was... I have an audience that I can say to them, no, he's not a racist. I have a bunch of... Like, I can make a very solid point for him, but I don't want to jeopardize myself because it's such... All the mainstream media's attacking him. So I'm just going to pretend like he... Oh, yikes, that was fucked up what he did. Yet there's clips of him saying... I'm not going to say it because you're not allowed to say it in 2018 anymore, but he was saying, just bleep it. He was saying, you know?
No, why? Why would you say it?
Just bleep it. I said just bleep it.
Oh
it was
God.
Cowardice. That's the main reason. He thought maybe he would lose sponsors because of his association with PewDiePie, so he took the coward's way out. Yeah, 100%.
And then when I reported on the story saying that people were really mad at him, Ethan then goes and has this big fit and fucking attacks me for no reason when I did nothing wrong. And that's why I don't like him. And, you know, other snake-like actions.
Well, you're trying desperately hard right now, Keem, to try and get him to fight with you. I mean, come on.
No. Wait, I'm confused by the question. What?
Well, I mean, you're trying very hard right now, this very moment, on your Twitter, to get Ethan into a fight with you. But
no,
you were
I don't
originally...
think so.
No, you fucking are, Keem. You fucking are.
I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm not trying to get in a fight with him.
Come on, you fucking love
I'm not.
Yes.
You're definitely antagonizing
if he did, I wouldn't be sad about it.
Let's
but
be
I do love a
fucking
fight.
real. Let's be fucking real. Come on.
When I put out those tweets,
Keem, you literally said 10 minutes ago how much you fucking love getting into arguments with people on Twitter.
I do.
It makes you feel happy.
I do.
Don't lie, man. Just criticize him, but you don't need to.
You would
bait
get
him
the
into
biggest fucking hard-on ever if Ethan Klein suddenly responded to you on Twitter.
Yes,
with something.
I would.
Yes, exactly. There you fucking.
But
are.
that,
come on,
but
stop
listen,
making fun of him, man.
Please let me respond without interrupting me. You're saying that I was out there trying to pick a fight with him, trying to get him into a fight with me. But that is not what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do is just put my opinion out. Now, if he does want to fucking fight me on these issues, I'm happy because you're right. I would love it, right? But that's not what I was trying to do. That's not what I was seeking. I was just trying to tell the audience, hey guys, like, you know, here's the real truth. The truth is the podcast makes more money than the YouTube channel, so don't be expecting some quality videos anytime soon. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Is that it?
Oh,
Is that fucking it?
Come on. No. We can talk about other things now that we're done with the H3H. How's life going? How about you, Keem? When was the last time we hung out, mate?
Nobody wants to hear this boring shit.
No, dude, it's good stories. It's good fucking stories, mate. Like, why can't
I
you
bought
share
another house. I stored it with side-by-sides, and if you don't know what those are, they're like, you know, like four-wheelers, but they're like the car version. They're like dune buggies, if that makes sense. I got a bunch of those.
Right, you're right. Nobody wants to fucking hear of it. Thank you, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
was
Thank you
wrong.
for tuning in to another episode of the Baited Podcast. We'll see you next time. Take care.
bitches.